Walk out this morning, walking my dog. There's a chill in the air. I smell the grass, and I smelled football. Football is back, baby. Yes, college football starts today. My Florida State Seminoles, who got screwed last year out of the playoffs, is taking on Georgia Tech. This year is going to be amazing because the college football is getting 12 teams in a bracket system to play for the national championship. And I'm going to give you my 12 teams, or who's going to make the playoffs and who is going to become the national champion. And let's get started with the 8-9 seed. I believe Penn State is going to be number 8. I believe Penn State is made for this bracket system. They'll never win the Big Ten as long as Ohio State and Michigan are there. But Penn State is going to be the 8 seed. And I think number 9 is going to actually be Alabama. Alabama is going to take the 9 seed. Kalen DeBoer is a great coach. There's no way he's going to pick up right after Nick Saban, the legendary coach out of Alabama, and just become and win the SEC. Sorry, Alabama number 9. They take on the number 1 seed in that bracket, and I believe that's going to be Ohio State. And I believe Ohio State is going to take on Alabama in the quarterfinals at the Rose Bowl. And I'll tell you who's going to win that game later. All right, number 5. Number 5, I believe you got to give it to the SEC, second place team out of that conference. And it's going to be Texas. I believe Texas is going to be the 5 ranked seed. They're going to take on the 12 seed, which is going to be your group of 5 winner. And I'm kind of struggling between who is going to be these two teams. I've got Liberty over Boise State. Liberty is a machine. There's very talented kids on this team based out of Lynchburg, Virginia. But number 12 is going to be Liberty. And they're going to take on the 4 seed, which I believe is going to be the Big 12 champion. That's going to be Utah. So you've got 5-12, and it's the winner of that takes on number 4, and that team, Utah, is going to take on number 5, Texas, in the Peach Bowl in the quarterfinals. The 7-10 seeding, I've got number 7. I don't like this team at all, but listen, you got to put them somewhere because of the name and the easy schedule that they have. But I get number 7, Notre Dame, taking on the Oregon's going to win that division, or is going to win that game. I think they take on number 2, Georgia, and that is going to be in the Cotton Bowl. All right. Then you've got Ole Miss taking on Michigan, 6-11 seed. Ole Miss 6 takes on 11. Ole Miss takes that game, and they face the number 3 seed, which is going to be the winner of the SEC, or so the ACC. And you could literally take 3 teams out of here. You got Clemson, Florida State, and Miami. And everybody's pushing for Miami. I don't believe in Miami whatsoever. They're not the Miami of old. I think everybody wants to go back to the U back in the 90s, and they're nowhere close to even coming close to any of those teams. I think Clemson wins the ACC, as much as I hate to say it. I think Florida State doesn't have any players back. So Clemson takes on Ole Miss, and that is going to be in the Fiesta Bowl in the quarterfinals. So I've got number 1 taking on number 9, Alabama in the Rose Bowl. I got number 2 taking on Oregon in the Sugar Bowl. I got number 3, Clemson taking on number 6 in the Fiesta Bowl. And I got number 4, Utah taking on Texas in the Peach Bowl. Now, the winner of those games, Ohio State, Alabama, it's got to go with Ohio State. I got Ohio State in the Orange Bowl taking on the 5th seed. I've got them taking on Texas in the Orange Bowl. Now I got number 2, Georgia, in the semifinals, taking on number 6, Ole Miss in the Cotton Bowl. And your national championship is going to be Ohio State University taking on Georgia, number 1 and number 2, complete chalk. And I believe Ohio State University is going to be your national champion.